Yo, yo, yo. What's up? What is up, guys? How's it going? Just got the notification. Badass. What is up, guys? Oh, man. It was a hell of a night, guys. Hell of a night. I can't believe I'm up this early. I really can't after the night that I had. But I told myself, I was like, man, I really did my stream dirty last night by not going live. So I gotta get my ass up, gotta make some coffee, and we're gonna do this thing. Oh boy. Did my video just crap out? Oh no. Alright, we're gonna... Let's see. Maybe I need to turn it off and turn it back on again. Let's give that a shot. Let's see if that does anything. There it is. There it is. Oh boy. You guys are gonna have to excuse me in like 2.5 seconds whenever I finish this cup of coffee so that I can go and make another one. I mean, we're just hanging out anyways today, guys. We're just gonna be hanging out for the next couple of hours is what we're gonna be doing. It's gonna be romantic. It's gonna be intimate. We're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna talk about Bitcoin, and we're gonna talk about contracts, and it's gonna be a lovely time. It's gonna be the best of times. It's gonna be the best of times. It's gonna be the absolute worst of times, because I am very hungover this morning. Can you guys hear me okay, by the way? Can you guys hear me all right? How about that Chinese culture? What? What are you talking about, my dude? I don't even get it, but I like where your head's at. Dickens, yep. Yeah. Somebody caught on. All right, guys. While we're still waiting on people to join in the chat, I'm going to go grab another cup of coffee because it's too damn early for me. Way too damn early. So I'm going to go do that. Take a shower. Dude, I need to take a shower, but I'm hanging out with you guys. I'll take a shower after I'm done hanging out with you guys. How does that sound? Alright, I'm gonna be right back, guys. All right. I'm back. Everybody say hi to Rowan and Millie. Can you guys hear me okay? I feel like the stream is like lagging or something. Is it? Is my stream lagging? I really hope that it's not. All right. Can everybody hear me okay? Like, I feel like there's a disconnect right now. Yeah, it's 7 a.m. It's definitely 7 a.m. here. Can you guys hear me okay? Like... Okay, awesome. Alright. So, sound is perfect. Awesome. Cool. Can you guys actually hear my music or nah? Let's do that. All right. Awesome. Good morning, everybody. Yeah. Coffee. I needed it. Oh, man. Guys, last night, let's just say I've got an excellent hangover right now. Again, I'd like to apologize for not doing my live stream last night. But, to be honest, guys, I think this morning, there's been more price action than there was last night. So, for those of you that don't know, the CME futures actually close in 3 hours from now. What's up? What's up, guys? So, let's just take a look at this. It is 1:08 p.m. London time, and the CME contracts close at 4 p.m. London time. At least that's what the CME Group website says right here. Trading in expiring futures terminates at 4 p.m. London time on the last day of trading. That is today, in less than 3 hours now. So, We've got a morning ahead of us, guys. We've got a morning ahead of us. As you can see, the price of Bitcoin kind of dipped pretty hardcore in preparation for these futures contracts closing. And it did exactly what I thought it was going to do. I thought it was going to dip lower. I definitely did. Thought it was going to dip lower. And hell, we could even see more price action over the next couple of hours. But it looks like the bulls are trying to fight. So we might see some really interesting things this morning, guys, and I am ready to spend the entire morning with you guys. Watching from work, dang. Well, welcome everybody. My brain is lagging this morning. You guys are gonna have to forgive me, but there is no place that I'd rather be right now than hanging out here with you guys, watching these price points of Bitcoin. Just waiting on these contracts to close. Millie right here is exhausted. She stayed up the entire night. Like the party that I threw last night here, the dogs were out the entire time and they were having a blast with all the company over, and they stayed up with me, and now they're both exhausted. Rowan is laying down over there and Millie is just passed out. Oh. Okay. It's going to be a buyer's market, in my opinion, Clay. What do you think about the CoinCheck hack? What? Let's look this up, guys. I have no idea what you're talking about. CoinCheck. Whoops. Will this price action continue in future as new contracts are made going forward? That's actually a really, really good question. And we talked about that last week a lot. Wow. I'm going to be streaming until the contracts close in a few hours. So we're just going to hang out. Like, I hope you guys are cool with just fucking chilling. Like, I don't plan on doing anything extravagant today, and I don't have a lot of talking points. We're just going to hang out. I'm going to answer as many questions as possible, you know, as long as I know the answer to something. I'm going to continue looking at things on the market. I'm going to show you guys, like, how I actually do my research every day. Like, this is literally my full-time job, guys. Like, this is what I do on a day-to-day basis. So I'm going to show you guys, like, my daily routine so you guys can know exactly what it is that I do every single day whenever I'm not making videos or live streaming. I hope that's okay with you guys, because that's all this is going to be today. I'm going to show you guys, like, a little bit of my strategies, but I have a lot of people that have been asking me recently about technical analysis, and like, while I take a look at charts all the time, I'm not a technical analyst, and so I just want to throw that out there. If you're looking for like technical analysis advice, I am really not the channel to come to for that. I am definitely a fundamentalist. I thrive on fundamental analysis, like things like this. Whenever somebody just told me that CoinCheck had a hack, that's stuff that I like to look into. So these things that occur on the market definitely play a huge factor in prices. And in fact, like, a lot of people talk about how technical analysis really has no place in the cryptocurrency market, and it's kind of true. With all the hype, the FUD, and the FOMO, and the memes, the market just kind of does some crazy things sometimes, and you can't predict that by looking at a chart. So Jay, to answer your question, will this price action continue in the future as new contracts are made going forward? Honestly, I think what is going to happen is the price is actually going to stabilize over time. The longer these contracts are out, I think the price is going to stabilize. If you take a look at gold futures, they did pretty much the exact same thing that we're seeing right now with Bitcoin futures. And so it went down for a while at first, gold futures. If you go and take a look at those charts from 1979, the price definitely dipped just like Bitcoin. And then it stabilized for a while, and then after about 15 or 20 years, like, it really started skyrocketing in price. And as you all know, cryptocurrencies, the market moves so much faster than any other market space. So we could see that same exact movement in a much quicker fashion, I think. What you think about Enigma? I've actually never heard of Enigma in my life. We could definitely take a look at it in a bit, though. Let's continue looking at the chart on Bitcoin. So my daily routine usually starts with me going on Twitter and just seeing what's everybody posting about. Oh, Bitcoin, Lightning Network. All right, we're going to like and retweet that because I actually like the Lightning Network. XRP price dips below $1.20. Nobody cares. Enjoy your day with a cup of coffee and Cointelegraph news about fintech and blockchain world. Okay, I can dig it. I love coffee. I love blockchain technology. CME Bitcoin futures expiring won't have any effect on the price. For every short, there's a long. Well, I think that guy has already been proven wrong, because the price went from about 11.5 to 10.4 in a few hours. So should the market stay on standby because very hard manipulate major exchanges like First Future? I am so sorry. I don't really understand that question. Could you word that a little bit differently for me? Because I don't really get what you're asking. I think I know what you're asking, but could you maybe word that a bit differently so that I could take a look at that? We've got about 2 hours and 40 minutes until the futures market closes. Let's purchase up some Bitcoin, guys. Let's purchase some Bitcoin. How does that sound? I threw a little bit of money onto GDAX. We're just gonna make a buy, because I think the price is definitely going up. So make a quick little buy there. I definitely thought that the price was going to go down further, for sure, but I knew that it was going down, and I think I sold at like 11.5 or 12.5 the other day whenever I did sell in preparation for this. The fastest selling ICO of 2018 so far was I think the best selling ICO of all has been EOS so far. EOS just continues to rock on in its ICO, and I don't really understand it. Let's purchase up some more NEO as well. Let's see about this. $131. All right, purchased up some NEO as well. There we go. Kin B was a great guest and did a great job on AH yesterday too. I don't know what AH is. Hey bro, you're up early. Yeah, for sure. You should get him on weekly. Sure, my question is, at time of first future closing, we have seen a strange price movement. Yeah, but we actually predicted this price movement. I predicted that the price was going to go down for the futures contract because, yeah, no, I talked about price manipulation Friday and Sunday. I expected the price to go lower, to be honest. I expected the price to go lower, but I'm happy, man. I'm really happy that it's kind of hugging that support around 10K. I'm really, really happy about that. That's a good sign. That's a good sign for the future. I've been meaning to ask what your thoughts on bots. I'm not a big fan of trading bots. I think they're a little bit... Honestly, like with cryptocurrencies, it's very difficult to run a bot that is profitable just because there are so many things. There are so many things that factor into prices of cryptocurrencies. So bots only look at technical analysis. And bots can't take a look at fundamental analysis and see. Now that would be cool. That would be cool if somebody created a bot that would monitor like Twitter and things like that for whenever like news comes out and instantaneously be able to detect a fundamental price action. That would be really, really cool. But until that point, like trading bots are just, in my opinion, that's just my opinion, guys. Show us your portfolio. No. Thoughts on Mobius using Stellar for ICO launch instead of Ethereum? Honestly, man, I get their thoughts. I get their thoughts on wanting to use something other than Ethereum. I do. Like, Ethereum, it's a congested network. It really is. And so using something that has other coding languages and is faster currently makes a lot of sense to me. I can't hold it against anybody. I love Ethereum. Ethereum was my second love after Bitcoin whenever I first got into the cryptocurrency market. So I can't fault anybody for not wanting to use Ethereum. I mean, they've still got a lot of work to do, so it makes sense to me. So should be a possible scenario that currently the Bitcoin price stay at current level because very hard to manipulate 5 exchanges. Yeah, I think it would be very difficult. The thing is, though, the thing that you have to realize is one large exchange will affect the price dramatically. And people that are using trading bots will try to arbitrage between the exchanges, which will inevitably cause the price to change on any of those large exchanges. So it doesn't really matter, if you know what I mean. Like, the CBOE contracts were only on the Gemini exchange, but these contracts are housed on 5 separate large exchanges. Like, they take a look at the price and they go with an average. So the price is definitely going to be affected if any one of those large exchanges gets affected. The fastest new network being advertised is credits, although admittedly waiting for their alpha has been a total pain. I've never heard of credits, so I don't know if I agree with that. Price will down or up today. Honestly, after today, I think the price is going to go up on Bitcoin. That's just my personal opinion. There is really no telling what is ever going to happen in this market. But dang, look, guys, the price is currently dipping. Side note, today is my last day at work. That's awesome, man. Congrats. Every futures contract has an opposing gamble to match it. Not every contract. There's definitely a side that major banks are betting on, and you want to be on that side because they're going to manipulate the price in whichever way they want. And so you want to make sure that you're on that side so that you can earn profits as well. I hate saying that because I'm not a fan of banks, but if your whole purpose in this is to make money, then you want to be on the side of the banks. In the future, the AI bots will rule the world. Okay, is this some Terminator shit? Good point on how bots work. Just started hearing about them. I was talking to a guy who was talking about using bots to monitor the fundamental based on scrapping social media. Yeah. Really off-topic question. Do you live in America? If so, in what state? I do live in the U.S., in Nebraska, and I only moved here because of the Air Force, but I actually have stayed here because I liked it so much. So hopefully that answers your question. Have another cup of coffee. I'm still drinking this one. I need to get another cup of coffee, though, for sure. If you have time, take a look at Gollum. I'm all in. Hope it bounces up. I actually love Gollum. I made a video about that project when it first came out. I made a video about it before they even had any working products. I've been a big fan of that project for a very, very long time. So, yeah, Golem is definitely a great project. I could see it being utilized in third world countries that really don't have the capability of doing any rendering, any graphics rendering or processing. You should do more often live streams at this time. Here in Europe is afternoon. All right, maybe I could do that. Maybe I could do early morning live streams every now and then. I could definitely think about doing that, waking up early in the morning and doing some live streams while taking a look at the market. Because this is my daily routine, guys. My dogs usually wake me up around this time every morning to go outside, so... Are there any chupacabras in Nebraska? There are not any chupacabras in Nebraska. Hey Clay, did you get my email the other day for Pimp My Portfolio? I sure did. And because I didn't make a video this week, we didn't have Pimp My Portfolio this week. It's kind of been a crazy week for me, guys, and I don't really want to go into all of the personal details, but yeah, you guys are going to have to forgive me for this week. I know I didn't do Pimp My Portfolio on Wednesday, and I didn't do my live stream last night. It's been a really, really tough / strange week for me. I'm currently going through some personal things in my life, and so yeah, I apologize. Any idea about Crypterium? Yeah, I've done some research on it, and I think it's going to be very profitable. I'm not going to touch it just because I fundamentally disagree with crypto banks, but I definitely think anybody that invested in its ICO is going to make really decent returns off of that. So congrats if you got in. I'd love to watch you live on Friday at this time, as I have nothing to do in college for a few hours. All right. Are you mining? I actually am mining right now. I'm mining Litecoin currently. It's actually a project that Doug Polk covered a few days ago, and I had never heard of it before. And as soon as I watched his video on Litecoin, I started doing some research of my own, and I was like, wow, this project is really, really interesting. So I took a look at the profitability of mining it, and it was really, really high. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to mine this, but I'm not going to sell any of my returns. I'm just going to hodl it because it looks like a really, really good long hold, especially with only 60 million coins. I sound like I'm shilling it right now. I'm not trying to shill it to you guys. I'm just telling you what I'm mining right now. But yeah, if that sounds interesting to you, do your own research on it. I don't really want to go into why I think it's a good project right now. It's too early for that, guys, but it looks very promising. Hello, newbie. What's your take on Neo? Wait, are you calling me a newbie, or are you saying you're a newbie? I don't even know. I love Neo. Neo is actually my favorite project in the crypto space. It has been for a long time. I bought into Neo when it was still called Ant Shares, and I've been hodling for a long time. In fact, you can see my Neo wallet running right down here. This is the Neon wallet. So tell us about it. We're listening. Lady issues. It's all good, man. Yeah. Yeah. I am currently going through a divorce, and it has been a rough week for me, but things are looking good, guys. Things are looking really good. From Europe, this is the perfect timing. All right. I'll definitely keep that in mind, guys. I'll try to. I have a lot of viewers in Europe, and so I will definitely take that into consideration, because I want to be able to cater to you guys just as well as the people here in the States. Between Europe and the United States, like, that's pretty much my entire viewer base. So I will definitely do my best to offer live streams to both time zones. Have you heard of Syndicator? I have not heard of Syndicator. We could definitely take a look at that in a bit. How do I invest in ICO? Which ICO are you referring to? It depends on which ICO. It really, really just depends on which ICO you're referring to. Cash is good. Cash. Hope she doesn't know about the barrels of coins you have. Yes, perfect time. Hi from Switzerland. Hello. Hello from the United States. Early as shit. It looks like the price is falling a little bit, guys. Dang. It looks like the price is dipping. Could it be? What do you think about Vibe? Have you heard about it? I have not. What are the main metrics you use for day trading? So I don't day trade. I never day trade for the most part. I do swing trading, and I trade on fundamentals alone, but I don't really day trade. I've made videos on how I swing trade personally, but I'll just lay it out real quick. For me, I take a look at something on different mediums. Like, if people are talking about something in the mediums that I go on, like Reddit, Twitter, STEEM, places like that, if they're talking about it in small groups there, then I know something's going on with that, and I usually trade off of indicators like that in the fundamental space. However, like, there are certain things that you can use to swing trade. For instance, John McAfee, whenever he was, shilling a coin of the day, that was a perfect opportunity to make a ton of money. He was basically running a pump and dump scheme without even investing in any of these coins that he was shilling. So, like, something like that would be a perfect way to make a load of cash. Sorry, man, you seem like a nice guy. Man, everything happens for a reason, and I'm straight chillin' now. 5 hours time would be perfect for Irish viewers. Now is a bit early with work, or your usual 6 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't cater to everybody, but I'm doing the best I can. What's the difference from swing and day trading? Well, for swing trading, it literally doesn't, there's no timeline. For day trading, you want to close all of your positions at the end of the day whenever you are done trading. And you open up new positions the next day whenever you start trading. It's very, like, day trading is very stock market-esque, because with the stock market, it opens and closes at certain times every single day. And so day traders know that they have to close their positions at a certain time every day. And then they know at a certain time in the morning they can open new positions. So day trading for them is very, very easy. For a cryptocurrency trader, you pretty much decide whenever you close your positions. But swing trading, you could literally have a position that lasts a day. You could have a position that lasts 5 minutes. You could have a position that lasts a week, a month, 2 months, 3 months. But you trade on the volatility. So let's say I have a position that starts at, I don't know, $10,000, and it goes up to $32,000. Now, could I trade on the volatility throughout that? Yes. And, like, could I day trade that? Yeah, probably. But if I don't want to go through all of that hassle, I literally just buy in at that $10,000 and then sell at the top at that $32,000, if that makes sense. Oh, hey, bud. Good morning. What's up, Matt? Hey, tuned in late. Is it true that Japanese exchange got at 113? Yeah, apparently that exchange was hacked. Somebody actually was telling me about that. Is it coincheck hack? Yeah. Yep. The biggest theft. Yep. Oh, it looks like they stole NEM, though. Yeah. I don't know about XRP. What was the name of the digital money on the Star Trek series and in the Star Wars series? I have no idea, man. No idea. This is huge, though, guys. That is a lot of money stolen. $400 million stolen. Just think about how much that's going to be in a couple of years from now. If NEM is still around, that's going to be a lot of money. Morning, Clay. Morning. How's it going? How is it going? No way, it's a hack. That's terrible news. Yeah, it always is terrible news to hear about a hack. Unfortunately, in the Wild West, that happens. Like, just like in the Wild West here in the United States, like, there was a lot of shenanigans that went on in the Wild West here in the U.S., like back in the 1800s. We're going to see the same thing in this space just because it's such new territory, you know? It's bound to happen. There's nothing we can do about it. But that's the thing, though. That's the thing, guys. Like, you have to understand the difference between something that is decentralized on the blockchain and something that is incredibly centralized. Like, you have an exchange like this. And it gets hacked. That's a centralized exchange. All of the money is kept on a private wallet, probably. So it makes it a lot more easy for a hacker to steal those funds. And that's why I talk about decentralized exchanges all the time, because they're just so much more secure. You know, you take care of your own private keys. Now, that has its own security risks. You have to be responsible with your private keys. You have to keep your own money secure. And a lot of people aren't ready for that yet. There's still a lot of education to be done for new investors, for new users of these networks. Because at the end of the day, the end goal is to use these networks for what they're created for: money, monetary purposes, sending and receiving transactions. But people aren't ready for that yet. I talk about mass adoption all the time, but people aren't ready for that yet. They have no idea how to actually keep their money secure. And so at this time, centralized exchanges, centralized banks, like, they're still necessary. In the future, however, I think we're going to do a good job of educating everybody, and future generations are going to know all about cryptography and the differences between public and private keys and how to secure their private keys. And I think eventually, too, smartphones are going to become much smarter than they currently are and be utilized as the method of payment. Good morning, bro. Good morning. Good morning. 2-month waiting time for Nano S. What would be best option other than leaving on an exchange? You could run a private wallet. You could run a private wallet and just, or you could, okay, the most secure method of storing funds is on a paper wallet other than a hardware wallet. I love my hardware wallet and I use the crap out of it, but if you're waiting on that and you want the most secure method of storing it, use a paper wallet, hands down. Are you currently using a decentralized exchange or planning to use it more? If so, which one? A lot of new decentralized exchanges, ICOs, are coming up. Yeah, so one that I'm planning on using once it's implemented is NVO. I've been waiting on that one pretty hardcore because the wallet itself is gorgeous, and I love the fact that it's going to be a peer-to-peer exchange, meaning that I can trade with you and my funds come directly from my wallet to yours and vice versa. I think that's really, really cool. But I've used BitShares. I liked it, but it's a little wonky in some ways, and there's just not enough volume. There really isn't for price volatility to be able to exchange. I've also used counterparty DEX. I've used that one. I've used I used one of the OX exchanges the other day. I'm trying to think of the name. What was it called? But to answer your question, yeah, I've used decentralized exchanges, and I like them. I really do. I like what they bring to the table. They've still got a long way to go, though, for sure. Man, you're a hard worker. It's 5:44 out here. Yeah, man. Well, these exchanges or these contracts close in. Let's see what time it is. They close in 2 hours and 10 minutes. Because they close at 4 p.m. London time, and it is currently almost 2 p.m. So we're just kind of chilling and watching the price of Bitcoin. Are you gay? No. No, I am not. Morning, Clay. The altcoins did not drop this time for the ending of futures contracts. Yeah, that's been really interesting to watch that. It's been really, really interesting to see the futures contracts and their... Hi, baby boy. Their effect on the market. I really thought that we were going to see lower lows with Bitcoin, and in doing so, I thought that the price of altcoins were going to drop lower as well. We saw like some pretty low prices on Monday. It dropped below 10,000, and 10,000 is kind of like a key support for Bitcoin, and the alts were definitely down on Monday, but I thought we were going to see lower lows today. How many Star Trek and Star Wars fans are there on Earth? What is up with you in Star Wars and Star Trek, man? Do you see the danger of the continuing centralization of power and control of the human spirit with things like AI and IoT? I'm not really sure. That is like... It's too early, and I drank too much last night to talk about that. Oh man, I am not in the right mindset for that currently. I bought when it was 12,200, and now should I sell to buy more cheaper after? I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that because I think after these contracts close today, I think the price of Bitcoin is going to start moving up. That's not financial advice, though. I'm just telling you what I would do if I were in your position. But don't go out and make any decisions based on something that I tell you. What price are we looking at for buying Bitcoin? Honestly, right now is a very good price. I wouldn't hesitate to buy right now, especially since we've seen 11.5 in the past 12 hours. Like we've seen 11.5. Right now, it's down $900 from there, so you could make $900 in profit probably over the next 48 hours, which is a really nice swing, especially if you buy several Bitcoin. Good afternoon. Really just waiting to buy Bitcoin. Shall I wait till 4 p.m. UK when CME expires or buy now? I've been on edge. I really don't want to tell you guys what to do with your money. I would rather not give... I can't give financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor. But right now, I think is a very good price for Bitcoin. I think it's... After seeing this week and seeing that the price kind of like hovered around that 10K and didn't really fall... that gives me a lot of confidence in the future of Bitcoin. And there are a lot of economists that have actually been saying that they could see 80K by the end of this year. And a lot of people that I respect. And I'm pretty bullish on Bitcoin as well. I think that we could definitely see those prices by the end of this year or the end of next year. But you guys also have to keep in mind about inflation. Inflation is a huge part of the price of Bitcoin. You know, we talk about US dollars and how we just print more and more of that. Well, Bitcoin can't ever have more than 21 million. So if the US dollar is being inflated, it's becoming worth less and less. And so we say $80,000 in a year or two from now, but there's no telling how much that's actually valued at, because the US dollar continues to plummet in value. So keep that in mind as well. If this channel doesn't work out for you, you could try Chatterbait. I don't even know what that is, man. I'm going to take that as a compliment, though. Appreciate it. I sold half my ELF when it broke even on Tuesday and bought AST and ADA. 40% discount on what I had previously bought in at. Thoughts? Hey, if you're making money, you're making money. Profit is profit, my dude. Do you think the Bitcoin price will move up more than Ethereum, Litecoin, or Neo in the next days? Honestly, that's really, really tough to say. I don't think anybody knows what's going to happen in the next few days. That's actually like the $1 million question, to be honest. So they expire in 2 hours? Yes. Yes, they do. I'm giving 40K. Okay. Is there anywhere you can see when exactly the futures expire? The futures expire in 2 hours and 4 minutes, my dude. On the CME group website, you can go here, termination of trading, 4 p.m. London time on last day of trading. Today is the last day of trading, and it is currently 2 p.m. in London. So we've got about 2 hours and 4 minutes to see what happens to the price of Bitcoin. Bro, it's a porn site and he was talking sideways at you? Dang. Okay. That's not nice, my dude. Why the hell US dollar value is dropping when the US economy is doing pretty good? That's just the way it is, man. The US dollar, they print more and it plummets in value. That's the way it goes. We're getting a little bit of price action on Bitcoin right now, guys. Let's see if it continues to fall or if it bounces back up. Do you think LitePay will drive the price of Litecoin at all? Yeah, I do. I'm a fundamentalist, so of course I do. Any news of any cryptocurrency usually drives the price up or down. So yeah, I definitely do. Are you planning on buying back in today? I actually bought back in earlier whenever it was a little bit lower, and then I bought some on the live stream a little while ago. But yeah, I have bought back in today. So I wish that I had bought in on Monday, because I thought that we were going to see lower lows today. But, you know, that's something. So here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you guys, like, a huge strategy. Like, when you make a decision to buy or sell, you need to stick to that decision. You lose a ton of money when you start to second guess yourself. I have done it so many times, it's ridiculous. Where I'll place a trade and I'll second guess myself and I'll be like, nah, I don't really like that price point. So I pull out of that trade. And then I see the price does exactly what I thought it was going to do. And I kick myself afterwards because I lost out on that trade. So whenever you say you're going to wait until a specific day or time to place a trade, like I told myself I was going to wait until today to place any trades, I stuck to that goal. I told myself I'm going to wait until Friday once the contracts actually close, and I stuck to that. So that is one of the biggest lessons I can give you as far as trading goes. Are we thinking heavy drop minutes before? I definitely could see that happening. I definitely think that there could be some manipulation of the price right before the contracts close, for sure. But as soon as those contracts close, I think we're going to see an increase in price immediately. I think it's going to be really interesting to see. And I'm excited to see what happens. Why do you think the U.S. market is doing good? The unemployment numbers are crazy right now. The real numbers are double digits. Honestly, like the media wants people to believe that the U.S. economy is doing good. So that's what gets fed to everybody here in the States and overseas. So they take a look at that and they automatically assume that the economy is doing well. And they take a look at the stock market. The stock market is on fire right now, but it's not sustainable. Let's just be real, guys. It's not sustainable. How do you monitor your swing trades? Do you set stop losses and sell points in advance, or wait and monitor as you go? So again, I'm going to tell you what I do, but I am not advising anybody to do what I do, because my strategy is not the best strategy. I don't set stop losses. However, I highly recommend stop losses. I've just gotten to a point where I know exactly where I want to buy and where I want to sell. And so I don't second guess that. Now, if the price starts moving in a way that I'm not comfortable with, I do move out of that position. But for the most part, no, I never set stop losses just because I'm comfortable with trading where I'm at. Hopefully that answers your question. Must have missed that when I went in to the canteen for a cheese party. There used to be much arbitrage between GDAX and Bitfinex. Now it seems the price of Bitcoin is a little higher on Bitfinex. Interesting. What do you think? I think that it evens out over time, all the time. There's definitely been moments where I've been able to arbitrage, like I think it was like a month or two ago, whenever the price was very different on Bittrex and GDAX. And I actually arbitraged between Bittrex and GDAX quite a bit over the course of like 48 hours. the price was very different by like $1,000 difference. So I made quite a bit of money doing that. And I never discourage anybody from arbitraging if you can swing it. Because the problem that you see most of the time is the fact that Bitcoin has such long waiting times when it comes to processing. So if you only have a window of an hour to arbitrage between two separate exchanges, well, you might be waiting several hours for your Bitcoin to process, depending on the exchange that you're using. Because some exchanges use higher fees and the transactions go through almost immediately. Like Coinbase, for instance, those transactions are pretty friggin' fast. But other exchanges, like they don't use very high fees and they take a while to process. Thanks for your advice. No problem, man. Actually, I meant that as a compliment after the guy asked if you were gay. Okay. Sorry, that wasn't directed at you. It was for the other person. Okay. Come on, the media wants the U.S. economy to be bad so they can blame Trump. I don't really want to talk about politics, guys. Not in here. I don't want to talk about politics. Dow going to 40K with all the money being repatriated from overseas. Yeah. Ooh, that's actually a really good question. Top 20 coins that will fall out in next year or two. Let's take a look at that, guys. It's actually a really great question. Okay. For me, I think that Bitcoin Cash is going to go away, or at least move out of the top 20. Probably will never go away. I think Bitcoin Cash is going to go away. If IOTA doesn't fix its issues that it's currently having with double spending, IOTA is going to move out of the top 20 for sure. Tron, if they can't make good on all of their promises that they've made, I think this one's going to move out of the top 20 as well. Bitcoin Gold, I really don't see a purpose in this one at all. This one would probably move out of the top 20. Yeah, those are the ones that I think will probably move out of the top 20. The other projects on here are pretty good projects. Bitcoin will probably stay number one for a very long time. Ethereum is definitely not going anywhere. Ripple is certainly not going anywhere, although I wish it would. Cardano is a great project, probably one of my favorite in the space. Stellar is starting to pick up a lot of momentum. Litecoin is not going anywhere. It's the silver to Bitcoin's gold. EOS. Yeah, let's talk about EOS for a second. So I'm an investor in EOS in their ICO. However, I'll say this. If EOS is not as good as they say, there's going to be a lot of hell to pay from a lot of investors, because they're claiming millions of transactions per second, which is incredible, absolutely incredible. But if they don't live up to that, then there's going to be a lot of hell to pay, guys. And that would move this one out of the top 20 for sure. Neo is by far my favorite project in the crypto space right now. so I don't think it's going anywhere. NEM, as you can see, the price is actually down 15% right now on NEM because of that Japanese exchange getting hacked and funds being stolen in NEM. IOTA, I already talked about that. Dash is not going anywhere. Dash has like one of the biggest communities in the crypto space. People love Dash. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Monero is probably the most popular of all of the private coins, all the privacy coins. So Monero is definitely not going anywhere. VeChain, I've been seeing so much about this project lately. There's so much hype around this one that I don't think it's going anywhere. Icon, is this Economy? I don't even know. I should probably do some research on that one. I don't know anything about this project, to be honest. Quantum, I really don't see a purpose in Quantum. There are already so many projects that are doing exactly what Quantum is trying to do. So I don't understand why we need another blockchain that is exactly like other blockchains. Ethereum Classic, I think we're going to see some really great things coming out of Ethereum Classic over the next couple of years, especially being integrated into the Cardano blockchain. Like having that bridge between the two cryptocurrencies is going to be huge. Lisk, it's another good project. I have no bad things to say about Lisk. Love your channel and appreciate your help. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. On Korean exchanges, XRP and EOS are being traded a lot last week/months. Bitcoin seems to be out of interest. Any thoughts? Bitcoin is never out of interest, man. As long as Bitcoin has the most trading pairs out of any cryptocurrency, it's never going to be out of interest. But yeah, you're right about EOS. I want to take a bigger position, but worry about what they end up putting out. Yeah, for sure. That is a good reason to worry. It's healthy skepticism, and I encourage everybody to have healthy skepticism. So, yeah. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jessica. How's it going? What do you think about the OX token? Okay. I have to point out, because somebody like corrected the shit out of me on my last video whenever I said OX token. Here in the US, like where I'm from, I was born and raised in Texas, and we say O, and it means the same exact thing as zero. So like the letter O, whenever you're using zero in a sentence, you can say O, but you're still talking about the number. I had somebody correct me about that, and it it infuriated the crap out of me. So I have to say, whenever I'm talking about the OX project, I'm talking about the 0x project. So let me just get that out of the way. The OX project, I am very much a fan of. I love what they're trying to do, trying to create decentralized exchanges that are really, really easy to use. I absolutely love that project, so I have nothing but good things to say about that. Yeah, economy and icon are two completely different things. Yeah. I noticed that whenever I clicked on it, because this isn't the ticker for economy. So yeah, I love economy. I have no idea what this project is. Can you say hi to a friend called Akbar? Nah, I'm good. Icon just launched Mainnet, their developer conference next week. Should be very interesting. I'll have to take a look at it. I'll definitely have to take a look at it. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing, guys. Oh, Bitcoin's back up after that little dip. Hopefully some of you guys are trading on the volatility of this, because there is a lot of stuff happening right now with Bitcoin. Like, I think the bulls and the bears are trying to duke it out right now big time. Like, that's... Yeah. This is... Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart. So, yeah. If you had placed a trade up here, literally 15 minutes later, you could have made $200 profit off of a single Bitcoin. That's just insane. Yeah. This is this is really, really fun to watch. Icon is really interesting. You should look into it. I'll definitely have to do that. I'm still waiting for my wire to go through. It's so frustrating. Sorry to hear that. That sucks. Hopefully it goes through while the price is still cheap on Bitcoin. Are you going to San Francisco conference of NEO? I really wanted to. I didn't get tickets in time. And I would have to set up arrangements. Like, I am going to the super conference next month in Dallas for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I'm super stoked about that one. But I really wanted to go to the NEO conference. I thought the NEO conference was already happening, though. Did you hear about the company called iComply ICO? They basically want to be the validators of ICOs being compliant to government regulations. Hear their interview the other day. I haven't heard about that, but that's really interesting. I'll have to look into that. That sounds really, really appealing to a lot of investors. Because it pisses me off whenever there's a project that I can't invest in because I'm here in the United States. And I'm sure a lot of other people feel the same exact way. But the problem is, nobody wants to go through the hassle of filing with the SEC their securities tokens. Because let's be real, like, most ICOs are securities. They're saying that they're going to make a product even though they have nothing available yet in exchange for your money. So they're definitely securities. But nobody wants to go through the hassle of getting them listed as securities. And that's the problem. So having something like that in place would be really, really awesome. I can leave work now for the weekend, but I want to keep listening. What to do? I'm going to be streaming for a while, man. So if you want to go home, drive home, get comfortable, settle in, we're going to be here for a while, man. We still got an hour and 40 minutes. Unless it takes you an hour and 40 minutes to get home. Zero, my God. I see what you did there. That's pretty clever. Oh, my God. Funny, I'm from the Northeast. I mentally make the distinction between 0 and O all the time. Funny how people in the States don't note the difference. Yeah. Well, we definitely note the difference. It's just, if you're... I don't even want to get into it again. I've said my piece. I'll email you later about the interview. Sounds good, man. Got it. I'll stream on the phone and listen in the car. Thanks. It takes 1:30 to get home. Dang, dude. Could you explain where an exchange buys their Bitcoin? I never understand that. They buy it from the users. So, places like Coinbase and GDAX never sell what they don't have on hand. So whenever they first came online, they were in the business of just acquiring. So they were buying everybody's Bitcoin. And they weren't selling because they needed to have reserves. So if I were to go on Coinbase right now and sell all of my Bitcoin, they would probably throw some of that into their reserves and then keep some on hand to sell to other people. Hopefully that explains your question. But yeah, that's what exchanges do. And exchanges with low liquidity on specific currencies will actually close off those currencies if they don't have enough volume. You'll see things like Bittrex constantly delists coins that don't have enough liquidity. So hopefully that answers your question. I will be right back, guys. I'm going to go get some more coffee because I am starting to feel a crash coming. So I'm going to go grab some more coffee. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to leave the chart up for Bitcoin. All right. Hopefully not crypto crash. Yeah, for sure. No one ever wants a crypto crash. Are you using more often GDAX with big coins against USD for swing trading or Binance with small coins? Honestly, I do a little bit of both. But when it comes to swing trading, I probably swing trade Bitcoin the most. Just because it has such good volatility. I'm whistling. Lulz. There is no point using Binance for Bitcoin, Litecoin, or ETH. For sure. For sure. GDAX is definitely the way to go for that. We're starting to see an uptrend on Bitcoin right now over the past 20 minutes. This is really, really fun to watch, guys. Are you guys watching this? Like, this is insane, the volatility that is going on right now with Bitcoin. You could be making so much profits right now off of this. What's your favorite coffee? So right now I have a subscription to this, like, it's a coffee subscription, and they send me like international beans all the time. Every month they send me like a new international bean from, you know, somewhere around the world. And I absolutely love my subscription. I haven't had a single bad coffee batch yet. So my favorite would probably have to be Pear's Gourmet Coffee, which is one that is made here in Nebraska, actually. They make like all sorts of really, really awesome flavors. Like I had a creme brulee flavor the other day that was just fantastic. How often do you swing trade on Bitcoin? Probably every week. I swing trade on Bitcoin probably weekly. I try not to set like hard factors saying, you know, I'm going to trade every single day. I usually just wait until Bitcoin hits my price points, and then I let it do its thing. That's because you never tried our coffee here in Italy. You are right. I have never been to Italy, but I have been all over the rest of Europe. I wish that I had gone to Italy. I love coffee in Greece. Yeah, I had some really, really good coffee while I was in Greece. But yeah, I've never been to Italy. I should go to Italy though, shouldn't I? There seems to be a trend here with Bitcoin right now. Like this 10.7 mark keeps getting hit repeatedly. Like take a look at these candles right here. Like right where the wick starts on these. 10.7, 10.7, 10.7, 10.7. There seems to be like a weird support right here. Well, that would be resistance. Let's see if it breaks that. Okay, stop already. I'm getting thirsty now. Hell yeah. I've been constantly on Binance now trying to trade pairs, but it's becoming time consuming finding good pairs. Currently getting about $50 a day profit max. Maybe it's better to do large sum swing trades rather than picking little trades. For sure. That's what I had to learn the hard way. We just broke that 10.7 and back down. Yeah, I had to learn that the hard way. So I was trying to trade so many pairs for a very long time, and I was making good profits, but I found that I could make just as much profit off of large sums of money with the bigger coins, if that makes sense. So essentially what I've done is I've set up my portfolio where I have a lot of long-term holds in smaller projects. And then when it comes to swing trading, I take large cap coins and trade those on GDAX for the most part. Italy is a great country, beautiful, delicious food. You should definitely go there sometime. Okay. How are you enjoying your French press? I just found out about something new called the American press, which doesn't have the issue of that silt at the bottom of a French press cup. What? What's up, Sebastian? Good morning, man. That sounds incredible, but I love my French press. I've been using the shit out of my French press, dude. Dude, where's the coffee that you were supposed to send me, Sebastian? I haven't gotten a single one. Yes, it makes sense. I just need to wait to hit over 5K to play with. So you could actually trade the volatility of Ethereum with not a lot of money. Like, the price of Ethereum is still at, let's take a look. Price of Ethereum is at $1,030. I think that's a pretty good. You could probably swing trade Ethereum, and you don't need a lot of money to do so. Like, take a look at some of these swings, you know. Just let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. So yeah, in 24 hours time, you could have made $100 off of a single Ethereum. So let's say you had $2,000 to play with. You could have made almost $200 in 24 hours off it. And so that's if you had hit the very top and the very bottom. That's not really realistic. But let's say you did, and you had $2,000 to play with. You could definitely make $200 right there off of a trade like that. Seems like ETH has less volatility. It does, but it's still very volatile. There is still a lot of volatility. You have to activate the subscription, you goober. Check that email again and actually activate the sub. I can show you how offline if you want after the stream. I didn't know I had to activate the subscription. Oh, man. Mind blown. Oh, boy. I really screwed that one up. I could have been drinking 2 types of great coffee. Oh boy. I need to do ETH then? Yeah, absolutely. ETH is just as good. What? Okay, Bitcoin. I see you. I see you moving. Bitcoin's making some moves, guys. Bitcoin just broke the resistance. Let's see what happens. And they're off to the races. What did I miss? I was up till 4 a.m. watching the market. You missed a huge dip then. Did you see this dip, Cool Coin? Oh, there it goes. There it goes, guys. Look at that candle. Oh, is it gonna break 10.8? Is it gonna break 10.8? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, this is fun, guys. Let's see how much time we have left. We have less than an hour and a half to go, guys. Let's see what Neo's doing. Okay. Neo, you need to break 140 again. Most of it, and then nodded off in my chair. I know everyone hates topic of taxes. How do I track each trade from pair to pair? I can't figure out how to go from the initial basis investment and for each trade. There are actually new platforms that are... is Bitcoin about to break 10.8? There it is. There it is, guys. There are actually new platforms that are being created right now to track trades on these cryptocurrency exchanges. So keep an eye out for things like that. If any of you in chat know some of these platforms that I'm talking about, please post links in the names of these platforms. Saw the dip starting at 11 a.m. Eastern and stuck with it till sometime around 4 a.m. Then I woke up with bad dreams that seemed so real of Bitcoin being down around 7K. So I bolted out of bed. No, we haven't seen it, man. This has been really, really interesting this morning. I bought in at the dip this morning because I saw it start going back up, and I didn't want to lose out on some of these profits, and I'm really glad that I did. Now, anything is possible, though. Like, in the next hour, we could see a huge dip in the price, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to. I think the bulls are on parade right now. IRS requires to report for each trade of what current value of crypto is at current time, but it seems difficult to know this. Is there some software to use for calculating this? Yeah, that's the platforms that I'm referring to. Bitcoin using so much electricity we were back to candles, lols. Do you predict a significant rise late February, March? I do. I do. You should track the Bitcoin price on Bitfinex so we can see the live trades too. The big live trades do have different colors. It looks amazing. What is your take on a 1-year investment in crypto from now to next year? Thanks for your good stream. Always a pleasure to watch. It really just depends on what you're investing in, to be honest, man. Are we talking about Bitcoin, or like just give me an example of a project that you're talking about investing in, and I'll tell you my personal thoughts. But it's not going to be financial advice, man. I can't give financial advice on the stream. Be right back, guys. All right. you guys hear my dogs in the background? Let's see what's going on Twitter. CME futures expire 1 hour 22 minutes. Conjectured governance under proof of stake seems to involve programmers and other amateurs making legal and accounting decisions. Bitcoin governance does not. Even when lawyers and accountants properly take over proof of stake governance, proof of work governance will likely be far more socially scalable. I hate that argument that people make. I really do. It just doesn't make sense to me. Proof of stake is essentially doing the same exact thing that proof of work is, and more people can be involved with proof of stake, running full nodes and staking a cryptocurrency. So to say that proof of work is more decentralized than proof of stake is ignorant, in my opinion. It's really ignorant. Especially considering the fact that over 51% of the mining power is housed in China right now between 3 different mining pools. That's not very decentralized as far as I'm concerned. So it bothers me whenever people talk about proof of stake like that. Oh, did you guys see about this? 50 Cent found out that he had $8 million worth of Bitcoin that he completely forgot about from a deal that he made on his last record. I'm thinking about Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Neo, Vin, and OhMySgo. They all look like solid projects with good teams and investors. Yeah, so those specific projects that you just named, I think could be really, really good. And over the next year, I think they're going to do extremely well. So I'm very bullish on all of those projects that you just listed off. Excellent coin for best buy for the future Dime coin, exchange live coin. Yeah, let's try and keep those advertisements out of chat, bro. I'm not a shill, so let's not shill stuff. What do you think about Ubiquity? I think that it's a solid project. I think that blockchain technology and real estate go or will go hand in hand in the future, so I'm really excited to see what happens with that. If you want to learn about how to trade alts with your Bitcoin, some of us are really good at crypto. Okay. CoinCheck story update. NEM Foundation President Lon Wang has appeared to confirm CoinCheck was hacked, calling the stolen funds the biggest theft in the history of the world. Dang. That sucks. $723 million. Wow. I didn't realize it was that big of a hack. That's pretty terrible. Voice with that steady incline. That is a very healthy trend. 45% after, wait, up 45%, that's a day. Where's that 1 day charts? So for those of you that don't know, I'm not a big fan of Roger Ver. Excellent video summary of how Roger Ver became the most provocative figure in Bitcoin through his lies, deceit, and manipulation. Yeah, Doug Polk did a really good video on Roger Ver yesterday. I highly encourage you guys to go and take a look at that, for sure. What if an exchange gets hacked like GDAX or Binance? Do they have backups of what we currently have there? No. No. If the funds are stolen from an exchange, you lose your money. And that's why I tell everybody to keep their funds safe. Only put on an exchange what you're willing to lose, because any exchange, any centralized exchange can be hacked at any time. So I tell everybody, like, once you are taking your profits, put your profits into a wallet that is secure, like a hardware wallet or a paper wallet. Do not keep your funds online. Bitcoin moving down. There it goes. It's hard to trade what you can't trade, that's for sure. Okay. Let's see if this starts a downtrend. How much time do we have? We've got about an hour and 13 minutes. Let's see if the bears try and push the market down to make more money, make more profits off of these contracts. I'm going to wait till 4 p.m. before purchasing. That's probably a smart decision, because there is no telling what's going to happen in the next hour and 13 minutes, guys. But I'm excited to sit here and watch it with you guys. When you swing trade on GDAX, which charts do you use in that moment? The GDAX one seems very basic. Yeah, I actually use coinigy. I love coinigy. I love coinigy. And I just set up my APIs on coinigy. Government wants to track all crypto now? Of course they do. They want their money. They want their moolah. Did you hear about the commercial building in Japan that will be sold for Bitcoin? Beginning of something big in terms of mainstream of Bitcoin. The article is on. Okay. This is really cool. This is really, really awesome. If they start using cryptocurrencies for real estate in Japan, it's only a matter of time before they start doing so here in the United States. Seems like I got into crypto too late. I was reading an article and it said in 2015 only 800 people claimed taxes on crypto. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think you got in too late though. The returns that I think people are gonna make are gonna far outweigh the taxes that they have to pay. You're still getting in very, very early. You're still very early to the party, I think. Is Ubic? Oh, I read that wrong. No, Ubic and Ubiquity are not the same projects. I'm sorry. Yeah, Ubic is run on the Ethereum blockchain. Yeah, it's just a side chain for smart contracts. Ubiquity is a real estate platform on the blockchain. I'm sorry about that. Nothing is going to happen after futures expire. Okay, we'll see. We'll see, Skynet. Now you can purchase homes in Japan with Bitcoin. Yeah, that's awesome. Don't really know too much about futures, but what exactly are Bitcoin futures and the reason for it affecting the market? So Bitcoin futures are basically just a bet between an investor and CME about where the price of Bitcoin is going to go over the course of 1 month. I've been speculating that the reason for the current price of Bitcoin going down from 20K to 10K has been because large investors in whales are shorting these Bitcoin futures, meaning that they sold at the top at 20K and they're going to buy back in at 10K and make, 10K profit per Bitcoin. And in these contracts, there's 5 Bitcoin in every single contract, meaning that after they pay their fees on the futures contract itself, they could stand to make, 50K per contract. Do you think it's still possible to see a big drop of Bitcoin from now to 1 hour? Absolutely. Anything is possible when it comes to big money. And if large investors have their hands on large sums of Bitcoin that they bought at a much lower price, around like 5 or 6K, they would still be making a decent profit off of selling large sums of Bitcoin to drive the price down over the next hour, so that they could make money by both shorting the futures and selling their Bitcoin that they bought early on. Mansion in Austin, Texas sold 1 month ago for Bitcoin. Yeah, I read about that. For sure. But it's not, it definitely has to take time. It's going to take time for the real estate industry here in the US to catch on to blockchain technology, but once we start seeing commercial real estate use Bitcoin and Ethereum to pay for these transactions, that's whenever you'll know that, yeah, this is the real deal. 'Cause a house or two, like here or there, is not that big a deal yet. Once everybody starts using it for commercial real estate, that's gonna be the key. Still waiting on Wire. Let it drop after I get to Wire. Lols. Check this out for a sale in the UK with Bitcoin. What is for sale with Bitcoin? Oh, there we go. Broke 10.8 again. There it is. 10.8 again. The price is just all over the place right now. The estimated number of smart devices in the next decade is over 50 billion. How will they communicate and cooperate with each other? Our altcoin of the week is ready to explain it. Meet IOTA. Yeah, well, IOTA has some shit that they need to take care of before it becomes a legitimate currency. Double spending. This chart will keep repeating itself as Bitcoin tops 100 and beyond. As the 200. Yeah. I'm sure you guys have seen this chart repeatedly. I see this all over the place, and I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if the price keeps dipping after this futures contract expires. Don't debate people in the media when you can debate them in the marketplace. That's hilarious. I'm not going to say anymore. Jamie Dimon says of Bitcoin, you should stop talking about it and go back to something relevant. Oh my goodness. Jamie Dimon. That's hilarious.
Conversations recently about cryptocurrency. We had a conversation in the fall about Bitcoin. You've switched your view a little bit on this?
I think you all have said enough. I'm not going to say anymore. You guys are the ones popping this whole thing. You talk about it too much. You should stop talking about it and go back to something relevant.
Oh my goodness. So for those of you that don't know who Jamie Dimon is, he is the CEO of JP Morgan Chase. And back in the summer of 2017, he came out and said that Bitcoin was a scam. And now JP Morgan Chase is looking to get into the Bitcoin market. So this is, oh. Oh gosh. That's hilarious. He doesn't want to talk about it anymore because he knows he was wrong. He knows he was wrong. That's why he doesn't want to talk about it. That's too funny. Oh boy. I thought the expiration was 10 a.m. Eastern, not 11. No, I'm pretty sure because it ends in 1 hour and 2 minutes. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm Central. European Central Bank expects crypto regulation focus at G20 in March. Okay. The G20 summit is a pretty big deal. So if they're going to be talking about cryptocurrencies, that's a good thing. Are we going to see a huge drop before the CME finishes? We're going to see. I mean, we're watching it right now. It does not look like it's dropping, but we'll see what happens in the next hour. There is so much that could happen. in the next hour. So let's just wait and see, you know. The complete guide to upcoming ICOs. So stuff like this, guys, is probably... Somebody was talking about this earlier, credits. Things like this are really good, informative pieces, but just remember whenever you look at things like this that they're shilling the projects that they're probably investing in. So just keep that in mind. This is one of my top picks, I think, for ICOs that I'm going to be investing in. I've talked about this one a lot. I'm really stoked for the next. Chicago is on Central Time. Price could drop off a cliff at any time, yeah. I was thinking within like 45 to 30 before the closing, then a rocket ship back in the green shortly afterwards. Honestly, like, I think you're on the right track. I think you've got the right idea. Yeah, Nex is gonna rock, I agree. What is our verdict? So they like the Nex as well. Cool. Very cool. Did you guys see that Robinhood is going to start trading cryptocurrencies for free on your smartphone? No trading fees. That's going to rock the socks off of Coinbase. I don't even know what Coinbase is going to do. When is the ICO for Nex? Are there real people behind the project? Yes. Yes, there are. Let's see. I can't remember when it starts. But yeah, the founders of the Nex are all founders of the City of Zion, which is basically the Neo. A lot of Neo devs. Let's take a look at this. Okay. Nex is a platform for complex decentralized cryptographic trade and payment service creation. Okay, so they don't have a set date yet. We're just waiting for our legal process to be completed is what this says. Here, let me move my... so you guys can see. Yeah, it says we're just waiting for our legal process to be completed. We will announce in advance on our media channels. So there isn't a set date yet, but as soon as I hear that they're opening up the ICO, I plan on investing in this decentralized exchange. I'm really stoked about it. Let's go back to Bitcoin. So we're still sitting around 10.8. Hasn't really moved very much. Yeah, the date just says pending for sure. Merkel and Macron propose regulation on Bitcoin. What? No, damn it.
It is inevitable you have a lot of regulation. So I think regulation on cryptocurrencies is as inevitable as, I don't know, it's snow in Davos. And rather than snow, I think you're going to have a blizzard of regulation. I know many of the central banks and regulators have been working on it around the world. China has already taken action and banned it. I think other countries will ban it, and those that don't, they must regulate. Otherwise, how do you keep the treasury satisfied in each country? How do you keep consumers safe? It's one of the keys to a country's sovereignty.
To announce.
I love whenever people who have no idea what they're talking about go on CNBC and just make up shit. I think they're going to ban it. I think they need to ban it. How are you going to ban something that is completely decentralized? Unless you wipe out all of the IPs that are currently using a peer-to-peer network, you can't ban it. And even if, like, let's say they did start banning IPs that were using Bitcoin network. Let's say they did that. People would get smart and they would just start using VPNs and Tor and things like that to get around using Bitcoin. Like, people are so ignorant sometimes. What paper wallet do you suggest while I'm waiting for a Ledger Nano? Any of the it depends on what cryptocurrency you're talking about buying, but any of the paper wallets will do. They're all random generators. Government trying to put their nose in. Government is scared for their mighty fiat. Yeah. Not like you can stop one server. Exactly. Like, that's the thing. There are millions of people around the globe running Bitcoin nodes, which makes it impossible to stop. You're not going to stop the Bitcoin network. It's just going to continue to grow. So to say that you're going to ban it is just stupid. It's really, really stupid to try and make that claim. We're still sitting at 10:08, guys. We've got about 50 minutes left. What do you think the NEM hack of $500+ million will mean for the price action of NEM? Yeah, I think it's going to lower the value of NEM for the current moment. But the thing is, it wasn't NEM. Like, they don't have any security issues on their blockchain. It was a centralized exchange that got hacked and stolen from. So hopefully people realize that the problem is whoever stole these funds is probably going to sell off and take their money. So that's probably going to drive the price down as well. If they don't sell off, then, you know, the price is probably going to go back up if they don't try and sell off. Because people are going to realize, like, hey, this wasn't actually the NEM blockchain. This was a centralized exchange that was stolen from. Unfortunately, that happens, though. Whenever a centralized exchange gets hacked, the price always drops. Like, you take a look at Bitcoin after Mt. Gox, the price immediately fell from over $1,000. I think it was trading at like $1,200 back in early 2014, and Mt. Gox got hacked and it failed, and the price immediately dropped to $100 over the course of like a month. So it lost a lot of value. And I don't understand that. Like, I get people being scared, but I don't understand why people blame the cryptocurrency itself, because it's not the cryptocurrency's fault. It's literally the exchange that they were using. And it should be a valuable lesson to anybody using centralized exchanges to realize, hey, my money's not safe whenever it's on somebody else's platform. But yeah. Let's continue watching the price of Bitcoin. I'm going to be right back, guys. I'm going to go grab some more coffee because I need it. I really, really, really need it. I'm going to be right back, guys. Whoa! Whoa! Did it just jump $100 while I was gone? Holy crap. Okay, I see you, Bitcoin. Okay. I see you. The bulls are on parade. Steam is greater than all crypto and fiat. I agree, man. I love Steam. Ooh, I love Steam. Yeah, let's shill some Steam right now. So for those of you that don't know what Steam is a blockchain, a social media blockchain that allows you to post content and earn money based on people's upvotes. Steam is by far the most useful blockchain in existence right now because it's actually being used for its use case. Jeez, I just got up. I'm guessing you had a good party. I had a great party last night, and I had a blast. Because people don't know the difference. Yeah, for sure. Most active blockchain equals Steam. Absolutely. Just waiting for AGI. 15-minute EMA about to cross on GDAX. Could this be the end of the winter? Absolutely. I think it could be. This is... Wow, this is looking... This is looking good. You missed your cell? What are you talking about? I don't think so. You're rich? What are you... Oh, you can see some of my money right there. I didn't even see that. Oh, well. I usually cover up my trades, but that's fine. F it. Maybe now is a good time to buy Neo. Probably from now on, it will go up a lot. Yeah, for sure. I think Neo is going to do extremely well. Guys, Bitcoin is moving. Bitcoin is moving. Dude. Let's go, Bitcoin. Let's go. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this at all. We have about 43 minutes left until the futures contracts expire. And I was not expecting this at all. I was expecting quite the opposite. Yeah. Yeah, Oracle. Let's take a look at it, man. It's been a little while since I took a look at OMG. I actually have some that I haven't touched in a while. Yeah, bulls are definitely winning the tug of war right now. So, OhMySgo is essentially a payment distribution system. So for, you know, companies that want to get involved in blockchain technology, for companies that are trying to get into blockchain technology and would like to pay their employees in cryptocurrencies, they can use a platform like this to do so. Could still be a trap. Absolutely, it could be. But that's really all. It's a financial blockchain, but it's run on the Ethereum. Well, yeah, it's run on the Ethereum core, so it's based off of the Ethereum blockchain. But I think it has a lot of potential to do really well over time. Once companies start using blockchain technology, they're going to be all over that. don't know how you drink so much of it, man. Dude, I drink way too much coffee. Yeah. I love it, though. And after the night that I had last night, I definitely need it. I like to think they're trying to hammer the price down, but are getting burned. Yeah, that's what it's looking like, man. I think the bulls are trying to come out, and I think right after these Bitcoin futures expire in 40 minutes, we're going to see some bulls on parade. Definitely calculated. Last contact ended at 10.9. Yeah. The contracts, you're talking about the CBOE contracts? Is that what you're referring to? Let's take a look. I think that's what you mean, though. Let's set that to 1 day. They ended last Monday, right? On the 15th. I thought they ended on the 15th for some reason. Or did they end on the 19th? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I thought... when did... Man, now I'm second guessing myself. Shouldn't Bitcoin price drop just after CME expire? No. Not necessarily. It could, but it really depends. To me, it looks like the investors of these CME contracts have been trying to drive the price down so that they could short the market. So it would make sense if after the contracts expire that the price would go up. To me, that's just my personal opinion, but you know, what do I know? I'm just a guy. Okay, yeah. About 10.8. Yeah, it was that 9K dip. 17th, gotcha. I think some of the whales prepaid for their Bitcoin is why it jumped. They're going to win the short anyways. I think they bought it when it was around 17.5. So if they have it below that, it's a win. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I've been saying all along, man. I honestly, though, I think they got in around the 19.5 mark. I think they were able to sell at almost the very top, dude. Should go up. How do you know when they get new contracts and when the contracts expire? You can actually go on their websites of CBOE and CME to look at exactly when the contracts start and exactly when they expire. The only thing is you have no idea which way these investors are leaning, whether they're going long or short on their positions. So you have no idea which way they're trying to manipulate the market. So you just kind of have to guess, and you have a 50-50 shot. It should get a rocket because they will want to long on the futures, so they want to buy at the low. Yeah, exactly. ride the bull to the moon. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. I think they were trying to drive the price down so that they could make profits on their shorts, but then they wanted to be able to buy up as much as possible at these low prices and then go long on the next futures. So they win in both the futures market and in the actual crypto market. One less layer of FUD anyway. The market should be pumped all day and may head back on the normal slope in a day or two. That buy wall forming. Lit. Hell yeah. All right, let's go back to the 5 minute. Dang. This is awesome, guys. This is really, really surprising, to be honest. I was not expecting this. I think they will go long because it's already at 11. They can buy it at that rate and pump it for the next close. Hopefully more than 20K and win-win on both. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely on its way up. I think it's about to break 11. I'm really surprised, though. I thought they were going to try and drive the price down lower so that they could make more profits on this first contract. I was honestly expecting 7 or 8K. That's what I was expecting. There were so many people talking about it, too. Usually, like, whenever there's so much talk about a certain price point in the market, it usually happens. You know, like, you were not expecting what? Are they buying more than 100 Bitcoin at a time? Yeah. Large banks and large investors, whales, definitely. They're buying a lot. I wasn't expecting the price to go up from here. From this 10.3 mark, I was expecting the price to continue dropping before the contracts expired. Like, I was expecting this after the contracts expired. Imagine if this Japanese exchange didn't get hacked, we would have been around 13K now. I don't really know about that. It's definitely a big deal. The hack is definitely a big deal, but I don't know. I think large investors were trying to push the price down regardless. Yep. 4 p.m. UK. Absolutely. Yep, we've got about 32 minutes left until these first CME futures expire. So we're just going to hang out and watch what's happening as the market closes. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. I'm having a blast doing this. I don't know about you guys. It is possible that a lot of people think that the contracts are already ended, so they're buying. Yeah, absolutely. It's possible. It's definitely possible. That'd be hilarious. But I don't think that's what's going on. Still new in crypto, learning stuff? Well, that's what my channel is all about, man. I'm trying to educate as much as possible. Can they manipulate the entire market by selling and buying 200 Bitcoins? That would probably have a pretty good effect on the market. That would probably have a pretty good effect. For every short, there is a long, so it doesn't make any effect on the market because one always lose. That's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true at all, man. Large investors get together and pool their money and find ways to maximize on their profits. So they have much more spending power than everybody else on the market. You know, the top 1%ers, they have more money than the other 99% combined. And whenever they get together and decide that they're going to maximize their profits, it doesn't matter where we stand. So if they decide to short the market is going to dip. And they're going to make sure of that so that they can win on both sides. And that's exactly what has happened here as far as I'm concerned. So to say for every one long there's a short and vice versa, I think is inaccurate. Can't wait to finish work and chart watch with a few cold ones. Hell yeah, dude. I saw a lot of other channels talking about 10 a.m. expiration, so that's possible. Yeah, well, they're wrong then, because we still have 29 minutes until the futures expire. Look at the 1 minute chart? Really? Okay. Yeah. That's okay. It would have been right here. What is your take on Lightning Network for Bitcoin? Will it be implemented, and do you think it will be used for mainstream transactions like Coinbase, Binance implementing it, etc.? BCH will be ruined though. I'm actually a big proponent of the Lightning Network and segregated witness. I love what they're trying to accomplish. And yes, I definitely think it's going to be implemented by all of the big exchanges. I think if they want faster and cheaper transactions, they'll definitely use it. The thing is Bitcoin Cash is not, it's not a long-term solution. What Core is trying to do with segregated witness and Lightning Network is a long-term solution. So all of these people that are buying into the fact that Bitcoin Cash or Bcash is a solution, it's not. Bigger blocks are only going to get bigger, and they don't have a solution to lower the sizes of the blocks. And people running nodes are going to run out of space. Bigger blocks means larger blockchain sizes, and larger blockchain sizes means more hard drive space required. So you have to keep that in mind. Like, a lot of people don't understand that. I have never been a big fan of bigger blocks. Like, I hate what Bcash is trying to do. I've never been a fan. Have you set your buying Bitcoin orders? I actually already bought. I bought at the bottom down there. Volume's so small. The volume is really not that small right now. I think he means 10 a.m. Central Time. We just broke 11, guys. We just broke 11. Clay, is your time off a little? No, I don't think so. Let's see. Yeah, no. My time isn't off at all. Let's see. My time is spot on right now. Wow, guys, this is awesome. I'm really glad that I decided to do this morning. This is a lot of fun watching this, because this is not at all what I expected. I'm wondering, like, did any of you guys expect this to happen? A price rise before the expiration of the contracts? I'm interested to know what y'all's thoughts were on this. Is it now there where you are? Yeah. Yeah, I was actually second guessing myself there for a second. I was like, is my time off? No, my time is good, guys. I promise. We've got 24 minutes to go. 24 minutes. I was expecting a dip. Me too, man. Me too. I really was. But this is a good thing. This is a good thing as far as I'm concerned. Let's see what's going on in the cryptocurrency. Let's check out some of these memes, some of these sweet memes. Me trying to hold on to my bags today. Oh, God. Oh, man. That's good. What? China is considering unbanning ICOs again? The end of the ICO ban? If the contract expires at the same price again, they will probably get investigated for market manipulation this time. Oh, absolutely. Futures doesn't have enough volume to control the market. I disagree. I think they're controlling the market in a different way. Like, they're actually buying up Bitcoin to capitalize on both sides. So I disagree. I thought we were all going to be singing How Low Can You Go this morning. Me too, man. I kind of thought that, but didn't have any base on why. Yeah. It's okay. Saw a little bit of a pullback there. Futures don't per se, but sentiment does. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep, exactly, Oracle. What the their date is entirely wrong right here. Yeah, this is wrong. This was 2014 whenever Mt. Gox went bankrupt. Oh, okay, okay. So this was a separate... Okay. Gotcha. That was the 50% correction right there. My bad. Okay, so Bitcoin... Cash fork concerns, yeah. China cracks down on trading. South Korean trading ban. Confusion. New regulations from China. Yeah. See, I think they're wrong about this, though. I think they're wrong about why the price is correcting. But this is a cool chart. Like, this shows, like, all of the major corrections that occurred. They were never going to totally get rid of cryptos. They just needed to get them under better control. And don't forget, China is leading the way. One new Silk Road. It's supposed to be an alt party today. Yep. When almost everyone thinks there is a pattern, things do not work that way. It goes an opposite way. Absolutely. Yo, this is one serious stream. 3 hours in already? Yep. Seen some contracts, 3,000 short, 1,500 long. Don't remember what price contracts start. Yeah. I would love to take a look at that. I would love to take a look at that, but I don't know. Do you think every year there will be a crash like this? There is always a correction in January. Every January there's a correction. But I wouldn't, I hate calling it a crash because corrections are healthy for any market. Corrections are very healthy. You can't stay on an uptrend all the time. But 50% is definitely a crash. So yeah, I guess you can call it that. But these corrections are very healthy for the market. I think that it's healthy and it's provoked. But yeah, that's just my opinion again. Like I have a very differing opinion from a lot of people as far as that's concerned. Bitcoin paused at 10.9. Yeah. Correction is always good to buy. Absolutely. Kind of scary that that can pin the tail on the donkey that well. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It seems like that's what's happening right now. Because we only have 17 minutes left. Especially when the moves are massively parabolic. Absolutely. We're up like 9,000% or something from... I don't even remember how much we're up since the beginning of January last year. Well, the all-time high is what I'm referring to. Correction great too, because it went up so much. Yeah. Yeah. It's vital to have these corrections, for sure. And I tell everybody that, and, you know, people are still scared, and I understand. I understand completely why some people are scared. Especially like the people that bought in at the very top. I get it. That really sucks. Might see some serious moves in 1 minute. 15 minutes before the close. Yeah, for sure. What are your thoughts about Bitcoin private, another fork that is useless or no? My wallet has now a lot of ZCL to sell them before the fork. Yeah, I think it is useless. I think it's completely pointless. I think they're just trying to use the Bitcoin name to spread their project. I don't think that... Oh, here we go. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I don't think we need another private coin, and I don't think we need another Bitcoin. I really don't. Here we go. Hold on to your pants, guys. Did you get Bitcoin Atom? I don't even know what that means. I'm waiting on Coinami. I don't even know what Bitcoin Atom is, man. The rise from mid-November to mid-December was unsustainable. There had to be a correction. Absolutely. For sure. For sure there had to be. Dang. This is a fight right now between the bulls and the bears. You can definitely see what's going on. What point of Bitcoin at all? I don't even know what you're trying to ask, man. That's a very open-ended question. When should we that have been waiting should buy Bitcoin? You might have an opportunity here in a minute. We'll have to wait and see. There's 14 minutes left before the contracts expire. All the people who are stressed from buying in at the top just need the hodl, and the top they bought in at will look like a dip in a few years. Absolutely. What do you think is going to grow more this year, STEEM or STEEM dollar? So when I take a look at that, you take a look at the supply, and SBD has a much lower supply than STEEM. So I think the STEEM-backed dollar is probably going to do well, or better, I should say, than STEEM itself over the next year. Supply and demand. If you have less of a certain commodity, then it's more rare, and the rarer something is, the more people want it. So I think the STEEM-backed dollar is probably going to do better. You predict the Bitcoin price on Syndicator? No, not at all. I don't ever predict the price of Bitcoin because I have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh boy. I have no idea what the price of Bitcoin is ever going to do. I don't think anybody does, except for the people that are manipulating the price. This is crazy. 10.9. It is staying right at 10.9, guys. Look at the volume, too. Oh, here we go. Look at this volume, though. Shit. Are they selling off? Trying to get it as low as possible. Oh, boy. They've got 11 minutes. They've got 11 minutes to sell as much as possible. Tether worth it these times? I don't think so. Bears will win contracts. I think so too. What do you think about Bitcoin futures expiring in 10 minutes? I definitely think the Bears won this one. I definitely think the people shorting are going to make a shit ton of money. 11 minutes. I called it. My finger is hovering over the buy button. Yeah, just wait. Just wait, guys. We've got 11 minutes left. Oh. Still didn't lose hope of Bitcoin crushing in the next 10 minutes. Yeah. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. We got 10 minutes left. It will go to 9,500 maybe and then go to 12 before I get my wire. Yeah, it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. Yo, we're going to talk about this at the conference. This is crazy to actually see live, for sure. For sure. What price do you think it will bottom? I hate making predictions, man. Let's just say 10K. But it looks like the bulls are really, really trying. 10.9, there it is again. Damn. Somebody really wants it at 10.9. I think whoever said that earlier about the CBOE futures closing at 10.9 and wanting these to close at 10.9, they might be onto something there. That would be crazy, though, if this closed at 10.9 just like the CBOE. Nothing is going to happen. What do you mean nothing is going to happen? Stuff has happened. It's gone from 19.5 to 10.9 in a month. I've been waiting for Neo's pullback, but it hasn't occurred yet. Hopefully it will, at least a little bit. No. You should have bought in at 112 on Monday. I predicted 95 by 7 p.m. on Syndicator. Seems like a dope app. They distribute 1 Bitcoin across correct crypto predictors and 6K across traditional market predictors. Awesome. Yes, we'll close a little under 10.9. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We've got 8 minutes left, guys. What price are you going to buy in? I actually bought in at the bottom. I bought in at the very bottom earlier. Yeah, I said I was going to buy in today, and I did, and I'm glad I did. I've already made profit. I've already made decent profits. I got in it, I think, 10.4. So, yeah, I'm already up. Next futures contract, everyone will go for long because same time, don't repeat. Yeah. I agree. I think you're right. When does the futures contract end? It ends in 7 minutes. What is the impact of the futures contracts today? Well, we've seen the impact over the past month. The price of Bitcoin has dramatically dropped over the past month because bears were shorting the market. And if you have 5 Bitcoin in each contract, that's a lot of money in profit. Thank you for answering. No problem, man. I think the future contracts ends today in 7 minutes, but what is the impact? I think I just answered that. Did you set a limit order or did you stay up? I got up early and I bought. Wow, okay. We just broke 11 again. We got 6 minutes left, guys. Haha, no stupid questions, just stupid people. What's up, Crypto Hero? How's it going, man? The bulls are fighting incredibly hard right now to make that price bump. I think as soon as man, as soon as this market closes, we're going to see some action. We're going to see some price action. Do you have XRP? No, I do not. I actually despise XRP. I enjoy decentralization. I've always been a big fan of cryptocurrencies as a whole and blockchain technology, and XRP kind of, there are arguments that XRP gets people's foot in the door, but I think that's bullshit. I don't know. That's just me. I'm not a big fan of XRP. I don't have any money invested in XRP. Let's ask the same question 1 million times. So futures, when moon? Yeah. XRP and Stellar moon today. We'll see. You rock. Thanks for streaming. Thanks, man. 12K. Let's see. Just got in from work. What's the deal? The price is jumping right now. That's the deal. What price does the contract close at? Whatever the price is at, whenever it closes in 4 minutes. When the contract ends, do you expect the price to go up or down? I think it's going to go up once the contracts end. I think after this short position that they held, I think they're going to go long. That's just my prediction. That's not financial advice, guys. Do you think NEO under $100 is BS? Yeah, I don't predict NEO going under $100 again. I think this year is going to be very bullish for NEO. Do you use Robinhood? I don't. I'm thinking about it though. Stellar is greater than Ripple. Yeah. I've never invested in Stellar either, just because of who's associated with it. But again, that's just me. What about ETC? Yeah, I'm pretty bullish on Ethereum Classic. Once they implement that bridge between Cardano and Ethereum Classic, I think it's gonna do extremely well on the market. Isn't the settlement date the date we should be concerned about? Today is... Wait, what? I'm not going to do this right now. I want to continue looking at the chart. What's your take on the usefulness of Hashgraph for the future? I don't really have an opinion on that yet because I haven't done enough research. I've watched a video with the creator of Hashgraph, and he seems like a smart guy. I think he was in the military as well. So I definitely have respect for that, but I don't really know. Like, I mean, take a look at IOTA. Look at the problems that IOTA is having right now, and we thought that that was going to be the future of this space. So be skeptical. Healthy skepticism is a good thing. We will see if you are right or full of shit by the end of the day. I hope you're right. Yeah. Dude, I am definitely full of shit. I am not a financial advisor, so... What do you think of Vin with the... I don't know. Is XRB going to keep acting like dog shit? I don't know, man. Who's associated with Stellar? So one of the founders of Ripple actually founded Stellar. If he's wrong, everyone on his page knows he doesn't have a fucking clue what he's talking about. Absolutely. I'm telling you right now that nobody has a fucking clue as to what they're talking about, though. Should already be down, in my opinion. There it is, guys. The market just closed. The market just closed and it's climbing. Oh, shit. There it is. There it is, guys. Oh, my God. Fucking called it. There it is. There it is. Oh, my God. That's hilarious. Literally, as soon as the market closed, as soon as it closed, like that. Like that. Oh my God. Profits. Profits. Jeez. That's awesome. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Oh, no problem, man. There's a bridge between ADA and ETC happening? Yeah, because IOHK is one of the developers for Ethereum Classic, which is also the main developer for Cardano. Good stuff, guys. Really good stuff. A big middle finger. Yeah. I bought 2 minutes before closing. That's awesome. Congrats. Congrats. Oh, this is hilarious. I knew as soon as it closed this was going to happen. Well, I didn't know. I can't say that I knew for sure, but I figured this is exactly what was going to happen. I just thought that Bitcoin was going to drop lower than it did. I really did. Yeah, I thought that we were going to see below 9,000 today. It's been fascinating. Thanks for your time. Absolutely. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Bitcoin to 100K today? I doubt it, man. I really do. I think bears got wrecked. No. At the end of the day, bears won because they started shorting at probably around 19K. So they still won. They definitely won this one. But I think they're going to be going long on the next contract. So we'll have to see if they were accumulating here so that they could go long. It'll definitely be interesting to see what happens over the next month with the next contract. But if it follows the gold futures from 1979, I think this will have been an accumulation period. We're dropping now. I wonder if people that bought in this morning are trying to sell off right now that it just hit that 11.2. We'll have to wait and see where it stands. Will this shit happen every month now? We'll see. We'll definitely see. Yeah, people are definitely going to take their profits right after that huge upswing. But I think overall, over the next 24 hours, we're going to see some moves. Doesn't expire for hours, but it's so cute how everyone worldwide thinks it did. Yes, it did, dude. It expired at 4 p.m. London time. Go on their webpage. Look. At 4 p.m. London time on the last day of trading. So yeah, it definitely expired. Why you look at the minute chart? I was just looking at the minute chart leading up to the thoughts about Electronium. I think it's a solid project with good marketing. Bubble gonna burst now, sell. Lols. Please suggest a coin to buy this year. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna show you guys a coin. Definitely not Bitcoin Cash though. Don't buy Bitcoin Cash. It's so cute how he's wrong. What does expire mean here? So once a contract expires, there's a settlement on the price that it ended at. That's all it means. Bitcoin to 20K in 30 days. We'll see. We'll definitely see. It's moving back up now. I hate making price predictions though. Like, I can usually tell if the market is moving in an up or down trend, but I hate making predictions as to where the price is actually going to be. After all, I am a fundamentalist. Like, I'm not a technical analyst, so I can't like set up exact price points like some technical analysts can. Tell us coins what not to buy. I did that earlier in the stream, man. I did. I absolutely did. So if you go back and watch this later on, I talked about the top 20 coins. Like, I went through the top 20 and gave... Well, there's actually no physical Bitcoins that are actually traded. It's literally just a wager on what the market is going to do. So the Bitcoin market, they place a bet saying, I think that Bitcoin is going to be at this price at this time. Hey man, headed out for my going away luncheon. I'll hit you up later. Sounds good, man. Do you think Chinese New Year will drive the price down due to taking profits? I really couldn't tell you. I don't think so. I really don't. But who knows? There's no telling. All right, guys. That is all I wanted to stream today. I've been streaming for 3 hours now. This has actually been my longest stream ever. So, I really appreciate everybody that showed up today. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, it was just us hanging out together. Let's see if my Canon is still on. Nope. Okay. I want to thank everybody for showing up to this. Again, I apologize for not streaming yesterday, but I'm glad I didn't because it allowed me to do this with you guys today. So yeah, Thank you all for showing up. I really, really appreciate it. That's going to be it for today, though. Crypto Clay out.